Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 4 of Let's Play Europa Universalis 4 to crown the King of Germany. Now, it has been a very long time, so probably a week or so. Probably longer than since I actually recorded any of this. You guys have still not seen any, so it doesn't really matter, but still. This is the, still the, second recording session, but, I have not actually released any. So yeah, there is that. And yes, I completely forgot about you. You go away in 19 whole years and we're going to quarantine these idiots. There's no point paying or anything, so that one will do the most. And there's some people doing some shadowing, which is lovely. Right at the start of the video as well. Let's open up this long list of crap that I've got. There we go, that's all that open. So, our yeah, I know we've coring this. Let's have a look at our AE, and I can plan away what we're going to do. Our AE is not too bad. It's worse with Saxony, but everyone else, it's pretty... I mean, yeah, it could be worse, and it's not going down exactly quickly. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to throw away some of our income to get a better guy, overtime guy. We are doing quite well in this tech as well. Should be at tech 5 for it soon. But at the moment, Newmark is definitely a priority because we have a core. Yeah, go on, Hunter. Go through my lands. At the moment, I'm improving relations with the Pope and the Polish because we have a mission to solidify our relations with the Pope. Now, at the moment, it does look like Prussia is out of question because we need to have Gandask, Nask, and Stolp in these two, which is basically Danzig. So we need Danzig. Oh, we can only have to own one of those, but we need Kuigensberg, which is here, which is not a problem. And we either need to be Reformed or Protestant. Well, I intend to be Protestant, hopefully. How is the... we're at 28%, so we've got a long time. My troops are looking plain as usual. And then nobody else looks different, apart from the electorates. Not the electorates, the... what's it called? The ferocracies. Surprisingly, you're not a bitch of England yet. I expected the English to make them completely, vassalize Ireland, but they haven't, so that's good. We're not making that much money because of the fact that we have a better relations over time guy who is 0.5. So it's definitely helping get rid of it. I believe you were the worst, so a good 5 years and we'll be fine with that. So yeah, there's not much going on at the moment, but that's fine. For Germany, how far do we need to go this way? It doesn't look like we need to go that way at all. We just either need Kogensberg or Alsace. Alsace, I would say, is probably easier to get, unless France does a mass expansion. But I believe we'd be able to get that first. Now, one thing, we have 9% of the trade here, and we're making 1.22. So trade, we're not making that much money on. But let's figure out which we're making more money. Well, we make a lot more money on tax. So, I was to think correctly, I would say upgrading our tax in our provinces would prove more effective than dealing with our trade for now. And a lot of these provinces are yeah, quite low development. I expected high development from the HRE. Well, that's probably me just expecting too much as usual, but actually Lubeck, yeah, let's see, Lubeck 17. I expected more. Actually, do I have any claims? My only claims are on the what's it called here? The Pomeranians. How good's our relations? It's plus 32. You know what? I need to get this maxed. You are at 70%. Yeah, and separatism is not going to go down quick enough, and we're not going to get to Tech 8 quick enough, so... yeah. Right then. I'm trying to think what we can do. I could lower it, which will cost me 50, I believe. Yeah, only 50, so it's not exactly that bad. It could be much worse, and it's on 90, so I'm going to harsh treatment it. I don't like the chat. I do not like having rebellions. It is way too much effort to deal with. They just become a nuisance. So as far as I'm concerned, I would rather completely avoid a military problem. But I also need to get to Tech 5 military. Those Diplo points, because admin points are very, very useful. I admit I also do want my military idea first, as I usually go for, because it just, to me, it feels right. So I'm going to go for one. How quickly, how likely you expect it to go? 3.8 years. I could lower it again, but at the moment, I don't think that's going to really be useful. I will hopefully not make any more mistakes of increasing autonomy. And remember, just make sure you know, I say maybe. There is no promises that I will not fuck up that badly again. Now, I believe, I don't know when aggressive expansion ticks. So yeah, I'm not going to be very knowledgeable about that, so that's unfortunate. We have no chance of having a peasant war, because my manpower is coming back quite handily. My relationship with the Pope is nearly high enough for me to not be bothered about that papal game, like the papal opinion boast. So I can focus my diplomat on other things. Maybe like making calls. Or thinking about a war with the Teutons. I am 90% sure I would wreck them if I declared war. I would happily support the independence of the Swedes, but I'm having enough problems of my own right here. It's only one province, and I am sure I can beat this. Like beat the rebellion, but I just do not like the chances of me, because I'm normally quite bad at this type, like that type of thing. Conquer Cilicia. Well, it's now under Bohemian hands, which means that's even worse. I thought that, right, you're allied with Serbia. With the help of Poland and Lithuania, I could probably beat Bohemia. But I don't personally want those provinces, like, right now. So, I'm just going to get rid of that advisor there. And let's have a look about a war with you. Denmark would not join because they're in debt. Austria just isn't in a good... They're defensive towards me. Have I improved relations with you before? I have. Well, let's improve them to the max. So basically, let's use all my diplomats and not worry about it. I'm going to still continue playing this game on free speed like I intended to do. Like for the entire Let's Play. Or at least for the majority of the Let's Play, I intend to keep it on free. We have new infantry, which is good. That places us green. Not as green as Bohemia, but who took economic ideas. Okay, you're not green at all now. Fuck you then. You took influence. Poland hasn't, nowhere near it. France took economic. England hasn't got it either, so I honestly don't think, actually, maybe we couldn't beat them. Humanist. I personally think, for my ideas, I like to go military. It just seems to, quantity just seems to be very, very useful. It gives you that manpower buff, which means, like, I don't run out of manpower and sit on my, waiting for manpower as often. It cheapens your stuff, gives you more men, garrison size, and just land attrition. I just think it's a useful thing to go first, so I'm always going to get that first. And that is, I am committed now to getting that first every time. I could probably buy that national unrest. Do you not? I'm going to get this national unrest guy as well. No, I do not want to increase national unrest. I'm having enough problems keeping it down. No, it's not that one. There it is there. It's 60%. You're down to 7%, which means this should... Yeah, 5.1 years now. So I'm making it harder for them to do what they want. Wait a minute. Let's build from here, because it gives me a better idea of how much gold I'm going to be making off each building. So, any one of these 3 provinces I'd say would be a good idea. But, personally, I'm going to build above my capital first. Denmark declare. Oh, Denmark dealt with the rebels. I don't know when, but I can remember them having rebel problems for a long time. Ooh, tactics. I love my tactics. Well, I am not going to... You know what? I'm going to harsh treatment these guys again, get them down to 30%. So I know if that pops up, I can be worried again. But I'm going to just focus on not being worried for a while. My aggressive expansion is going down pretty well. Once I've got rid of Neumark and Pomerania, I'll have a good border with you. Unfortunately, I'll not be able to claim Kugensberg, so hopefully you do fall apart, like, as a the Union. Because that would benefit me greatly. I am voting for myself. Fuck. France. Jesus Christ, you are unified, and that is scary as hell. So you know what? I'm going to vote for the Holy Roman Emperor, France. Damn! That puts them 3 reasons off of giving me an alliance. Once we finish improving relations with Austria, we will then continue on to France. 67. So in 3 years, we could theoretically declare war on the Teutonic Order and have a Polish alliance going. Like my Polish allies help. But I would much rather not have Poland embroiled in the war. It's either going to ask me in a minute, or it's already asked me, and yeah, there we go. Recall, and we'll send him to France. Actually, how many I have a full relationship slot open for France, so France, Austria, and Poland, and Poland/Lithuania is my allies at this point. Holy crap, my prestige is bad. No, well, they have a point. If anything, I need to get my prestige up. So, let's not fuck with that. Oh great, Saxony took the capital of Brunswick. Brunswick. Whatever. They took the capital, that's the point I was getting at. France, it's distant, and they just they have no trust in me yet. Whereas Poland and Denmark have a lot of trust in me. This is a good thing. How about, what are people's attitudes? Denmark hates you. Saxony. Pomerania. Nobody really... Poland, stop liking our enemy. You ass waffles. But then again, we have 4 years of peace with them as well, so... Again, there is no real war here. Bohemia? Poland would happily join. If Austria was not fighting enough war and had no war exhaustion, they would probably help me dismantle and take these 2 provinces. Because that's what it wants me to take. Although, Glogau and Breslau. And it would give me monthly autonomy change, which is a very good thing. But at the same time, I don't have the ability to declare war on them like ASAP, and Würzburg, Salzburg, Austria, Saxony thing would be a problem unless Austria was in this war. So, yeah, Austria would have to be in this war. Sweet, that's both my diplomats done. Which means I'm going to chance fabricating the last province of these guys. And theoretically, getting rid of Magdeburg would be proved to keep, not to give the Saxons any more land to push into on my end. The only problem is, they're, what's it called? Small and... okay, let's risk it. I will happily risk the 3% chance that I get caught. And by happily, I mean I will risk it because I know I need to. I can't believe I have 2 advisors this early. Shame on me. I never normally get people this early. I normally wait until my economy is pretty good, until then I'll get people. My general is pretty shit though. He's a 0-1-1. 0. I could probably get a decent, proper general, but at the moment there's no real reason to. Pomerania, you are still considered my... Right, I have both my diplomats doing stuff, it doesn't matter. Damn. Yep. That set me back quite a few years. Like at the beginning of this part, we were at point 1.5. Well, 15, sorry. Now we're at 16, so... But, taking them shouldn't be a problem. They're only allied to Munster, that is. And I believe I was allied to Munster once, and then I got rid of the alliance. Can't remember why. Oh well. A war with Neumark would probably be the best next step, because that core could prove useful. And by could prove useful, I mean will prove useful. It's just having, I've just got to have it. Nope. Why would I want to improve relations with Magdeburg game? I'm trying to kill them. Wow, Pomerania really do not like me. Austria and France, I doubt give a shit. Not really. They're not really too bothered. Oh, that's trade regions. I thought that was like a different map mode. I believe there was a map mode that I cut. What was the map mode? No, it don't matter. Right, let's get back to what I was doing, which was waiting for my AE to disappear, waiting for this to start being obedient, which should happen in basically when it gets rid of its autonomy annoyance problem. One thing I wish I could fabricate a claim on Kogensberg. Or Königsberg. You have Moldavia as a march, fair enough. And you have Moravia as a vassal. Fair enough. Well, I'm pretty sure that's fair. Another temple would be definitely good for our economy at the moment. But it's saving the money up is going to take a while. I'm kind of thinking about completely attacking them now. But I know I shouldn't. Your peace ends, or your truce ends in a year or so. Before then, could I completely annex you? I honestly think I could, but I kind of also want an idea first as well. Like an idea group. How expensive would it be? 90. What do your claims look like? Do you have claims on it? Yeah, so fuck. Yeah, we need to take it. Fuck you then. I'd rather not lose stability. Also, pay for the fort. Okay, I'm defending. And they are getting their ass handed to them. Sweet, stack wipe. Right, that went pretty effective. Pretty well, went well, is what I'm getting at. Munster is providing the rest of the troops, 5,000. But again, I doubt they're going to come over here and annoy me. I unfortunately do need to go over there and annoy them. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have to end this part here. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next one. See you guys then.